particular news. Mrs. Shaw, thank you very much for taking the time out. If you could just take us through this opportunity that has emerged from the EU, this formulation approval that you've received.
I think this is a very important milestone for us because, we had indicated a while ago that, we were changing our business strategy and moving up the value curve from APIs to finished formulation. And as you know, we have a huge strength in statins. And of course, this is for a rosuvastatin formulation, which of course allows us to really rapidly go up the value curve. And as you know, this obviously paves the way for us to get our ANDA also approved in the US. So this is a pretty large opportunity for us, starting with Europe, and before too long, we should be able to get our ANDA approval in the US as well. So a big, milestone for us, and we have a nice pipeline of similar finished formulations for both the Europe and US markets.
Okay. Kiran, hi, good morning. When you say it's a large opportunity, if you could give us any ballpark number and, from where you're sitting right now, what kind of visibility do you see in revenue addition from here on?
Well, obviously the generics business, obviously, if you look at the size of the market today, obviously it genericizes very fast. And obviously the price point, the pricing obviously should not be looked at as in terms of what the size of the rosuvastatin market is in US and Europe, but rather what will it sort of fall down to. And I think we are very well poised because we have been supplying our APIs to many of the generic companies. Okay. And we believe that we will be able to compete very effectively in this space. So it is a multi-billion-dollar opportunity even when it genericizes, when you combine US and Europe. And we hope that we can take a good share of this opportunity.
Okay. Mrs. Shaw, when you spoke about the US market and a possible ANDA launch of your statin there, can you just give us more details on that? What would the market size be? Which would be the statin that you'd be launching in the US, and what the process...
The person you are speaking with.
Okay, well, I think that call just got disconnected, but we'll try and get in touch with Mrs. Shaw any which way. It's an important drug approval for them. It's a launch in the EU markets in terms of the formulations. We have her back on. Mrs. Shaw,
Hello?
if you could... Yeah, Mrs. Shaw.
So what I wanted to say was that, this paves the way for the same molecule, which we have also, developing under an ANDA. So obviously the EU, the approval gives you some optics on an ANDA filing for the same molecule, which we hope to receive fairly soon. But we are not the first to file. We are not going to get a 6-month exclusivity for this. This was our first starting product in which, we have some strengths in the API area. So now we will be moving up the value curve. So obviously this means a big uptick for us in terms of value creation. So obviously we can capture a much better value for this molecule than before.
Fair enough. Just before we let you go, if you could share some updates with regards to IN 105 or any of the other drugs in the pipeline?
Well, that, as you know, is something that we are going to take into the next level of clinical development, and we are in the process of receiving regulatory approvals for the next set of trials. So as soon as we start that trial, I will certainly share some optics on that molecule. It's a very exciting molecule, and we are very excited with the prospects of this molecule in terms of how we want to position it in the market.
All right, Kiran, thanks a lot for your time today, and good luck with this molecule. So a big search